Hey guys, we're back. Today we're coming at you with another iPad case for the M4 iPad Pro 13-inch. This is from Spigen. This one is called the Rugged Armor Pro. And just taking a look at how it came, the box is a little beat up from shipping and it's pretty plain. Typically in the past I've seen Spigen have like just awesome graphics on the front cover. Now they're just giving us a little sticker, even a sticker that covers up what edition this is, because this case has been around for a while now. I did review it for the M1 iPad Pro, and I've had the Rugged Armor going all the way back to the Nexus 6P. So this design is not new, but let's get right into it and see what we think. Alright. Let's get the box out of the way too. So boom. A nice design. If you could see that texture in there, it's like a ton of little triangles that are embossed or debossed, whatever the one is, that it's not popping out like a basketball, but it's indented, but it actually does feel really nice. It's like, it almost does feel like a basketball or a football or something. Just, it's almost got a nice soft leathery feel. I don't know if this is leather or plastic, but let's look at the back. You have that same material, the Spigen branding right there in the middle. You have these little like rivets for design. It's just a molding. And then you have this carbon fiber up at the top and the bottom, and a place to put your Apple Pencil. So let's open it up. Pretty plain Jane. You got that classic web design by Spigen. And then on here it says the Rugged Armor Pro, and it's a vegan faux leather called Velo. I don't know if you guys can see that too good. So this is just like a felt material, like a suede-y. It's not actual suede, it's more felt. But let's get the iPad in there and see how it goes. All right. One thing that I've noticed right off the bat is when I tested this product before, the case went all the way around, and now it just goes to about right here and leaves this all open for the pencil. And I think that's a good thing, because when I was looking at a lot of the Spigen cases for the M1 iPad, that plastic material really disrupted the Apple Pencil charging. I remember a couple of mine did not work. Some people in the comments, they said that theirs worked fine, so I don't know if Spigen re-released the case. Some people said that they were shaving that plastic down with like sandpaper so that it would charge. But let's take a look at it now. Charging right up because it's got direct contact with the iPad. So I think that's a nice upgrade. I don't know if they did that on the M2. I didn't buy that one, but got a nice little secure flap right here. Magnet attaches right there. And this case feels really solid. It's still super thin. You got your cutouts for the speakers, and I noticed there's a little groove inside there, so it's not completely open. I wonder if that's for like rigidity or for the structure of it, because this case is like, it's rugged. Even though it's super thin, it keeps your low profile of your new thinnest iPad ever, thinnest Apple product ever. It's got some bumpers on each corner, and you also got your power switch and your volume up, volume down buttons. So I also noticed that it does turn the iPad screen off and on when you open and close it. So that's obviously a feature that is very important.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Nope, she doesn't. But with the new update, hopefully Siri will start understanding. But the buttons, they actually feel really good, very tactile. No issues with those. Some cases, believe it or not, they mess that up. So perfect design in my opinion. It looks great. When I was looking at this case before, I always liked this. I always like this feel of this texture right here. Super grippy when you're holding it, and it's matte, so I'm not seeing like a lot of smudges or fingerprints or anything. I've tested this case for like a week now, and to me it's held up great. So some of the pros and cons that I've kind of put together. One, it's the case is actually super lightweight. I weighed it by itself. It's 441 grams, which is 0.972 pounds. So comparing that to the last case that I reviewed, that ESR Shift, that thing just alone was 750 grams. So we're talking almost half the weight. I know that thing had a ton of magnets in it, and it was a dual part case, but it just took away the fact that the iPad is lighter and thinner now, and this keeps that form. So that's great for me. I love the materials, the soft touch materials, like I said before. The little carbon fiber just gives it this like black ops feel to it. And the pencil in there is actually secure. It's not coming out. There's actually a little hole in the back. You have to push it out to get it out of there. So that might be a pain for some people, but it's like when you bought this brand new pencil for 130 bucks, you want to make sure that you're not losing it. And it's got the Find My, but even just having it fall out and hit the ground, not too great. So I bought this on Amazon, and it was $31.99, which I think is a excellent price for an iPad case. It's tough to find a iPhone case for that price nowadays. So 32 bucks here in the US on Amazon. I think that's a pro. The only other cons that I could really think of, I couldn't think of too many, but the viewing angles. There's only two, which typically on these folio type cases, that's the case. So you have your standard, what they're calling their theater mode, and it's just propped up like that. In the comments on Amazon, people were saying that this flap gets in the way, but I think it's fine. It just kind of sticks in there with its magnets. If you can see that down there. Just hides away. To me, I haven't had any issues with it. And then there's the utility mode where you just flap that back there. And you're good to go. So I've tested this with the Apple Pencil. When it's in that utility mode, it is kind of hard to get out, not gonna lie. But you pop that pencil out. And you could literally start writing. I don't know why those hotkeys aren't working right now, but just drawing on here, it's perfectly fine. Like, it's stable, good to go. So with it only having two angles, it's not the hugest con to me, but it's just one that I can think of, kind of being critical since I didn't find too many. I did notice because of this like felt material, when it is in that theater mode, just watching movies, if you're tapping on this thing, like if you're playing video games or something, it can move just because it's, it's not rubber down there. It's just a felt. I guess it depends on the table that you're at as well. But, I don't know how they could fix it, but it's not a huge issue again. It's, just something that I was trying to point out because I love this thing so much. Last one, maybe more color choices. This only comes in black, which does look good. I don't know if this whole thing was like white or blue or pink or purple. Would it look like crap? Maybe, but I guess maybe just this back like plastic cover part, if that was maybe a different color, like a white right here, I think that might look pretty sick. But you know, with Spigen's options this year, you got black for pretty much everything, and then there's one gray case that I found. So I do have like 2 more cases that I'll be reviewing for Spigen. Didn't want to make it all in one video because this would be like 25 minutes long. So those are just my thoughts on the Rugged Armor Pro. And let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you like it? Have you tried it? What are your thoughts? Hit that like, hit that subscribe if you want to see more. Like I said, I do have some more Spigen cases coming. I have some stuff coming from Apple and Pataka that we're going to take a look at. So if you want to see more iPad stuff, you know, check out that next video as well. But thanks for tuning in, and until the next time, it's Buck Life. Peace.